The BMW 330e lets you hug both trees and curves.
It is a plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, so it actually uses both battery and engine technology. It's the best of both worlds.
John Shipley is the product manager for the BMW 3 Series sedan.
So a perfect example is myself. I live 12 miles away. It's plugged in all night, and then I unplug it, and I can go straight to work without using the gas engine. Then plug it in when I get to work. So I can use battery technology, or if I'm going on a really long drive, I don't have to worry about running out of battery power because I have a really fun gasoline engine that takes me where I want to go.
It's a no-compromise sports sedan that has all the amazing handling and style attributes of a traditional BMW 3 Series with the added benefit of fantastic mileage. How fantastic? The EPA says it's rated at 71 mpge, or miles per gallon electric. If your battery gets depleted and you're running on pure Dino juice, the EPA says you can expect 30 miles per gallon combined city and highway. But being green doesn't mean being slow.
Oh no, you're buying a 3 Series. It's got 258 horsepower and 310 pound-foot torque. It actually has more torque than its gasoline counterpart, due largely in part to the battery technology.
So I'm not driving some granola vehicle. I'm actually going to have fun driving this.
Absolutely, and you will do your part for the environment.
According to BMW, the 0 to 60 time for the 330e is 5.9 seconds. Speaking of times, a completely drained battery will charge in a few hours if you have a charging station at home or at work. If you're using a regular wall outlet, it'll take about 6 or 7 hours, but remember, you don't have to stand there and watch it charge. Plus, if you forget to charge it or you spend the night somewhere without a plug, don't worry about it. As long as there's gasoline in the 10-gallon tank, the 2-liter twin-turbo inline 4-cylinder engine will get you to where you're going in style and comfort. If that mention of a 10-gallon fuel tank caught your attention, there's a reason for the smaller bladder. BMW didn't want the big battery and the gas tank to compromise cargo room.
You're really not sacrificing anything with the 330e. There are no compromises. You've got great performance. You've got a ton of trunk space. You have zero anxiety because you got fuel that'll get you to where you want to go. And you're really helping the environment by increasing your fuel efficiency.
In addition to the commodious trunk, which we filled with an entire week's worth of groceries, the rear seats also fold down for longer objects. I only point this out because some hybrid and some all-electric or plug-in hybrid vehicles have the rear seats fixed in place because of battery placement. And speaking of the interior, the BMW 330e has all the elements of a modern luxury sedan and more. The car is connected to the internet, so if you're stopped dead in traffic, the system will allow you to use Wikipedia to geolocate you and tell you about the area you're in, even the local schools. It can give you Yelp reviews about nearby restaurants, and if you set it to news, it can read you wire stories as you drive.
Framework Convention on Climate Change, as well as the scientific body, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change.
It's sort of like an automated voice version of a newspaper. But while Siri's German sister is informing you about world events, the rest of the car is doing a pretty good job of letting you know what's going on in your immediate vicinity. BMW's top-mounted cameras give you a bird's-eye view of your vehicle when you're trying to park. It's almost as if a drone is hovering above your Beamer. The 330e is also equipped with BMW's Driving Assistance Plus package. While it won't steer for you like some other BMW models, the system will vibrate the steering wheel if you're drifting out of your lane. If you use your turn signals, which I pray to whichever god or tree that you worship that you do, the BMW knows it and won't vibrate the wheel. The 330e also has smart cruise control, which will adjust your speed in stop-and-go driving. Additionally, the 330e will do everything in its power to make you a safer driver, by hitting the brakes for you if it senses an impending collision with another car or a pedestrian. That should reinforce the belief of some New Yorkers that they have a special force field around their iPhone that prevents me from smushing them when they're looking down at their phone and step out into traffic. Another really big safety feature for the BMW 3 Series is the parking button. Since the advent of electronically controlled transmissions, designers and engineers have been playing with different types of Prindle controllers. Push buttons, dials, stalks, joysticks, and even one configuration that reminds me of a child safety lock for reverse. In the case of the BMW, when you get to your destination, you are supposed to put the vehicle in park by hitting the little P button. But if you forget and turn off the car and open the driver's door, German engineering has you covered. It will automatically place itself in park, hopefully preventing some of the rollaway tragedies we've seen over the past few years. BMW was one of the first car companies with a system like iDrive. They were criticized by some car reporters and even consumers who simply returned their car saying the system was too complicated. Flash forward 3 presidents, and iDrive is now one of the best systems on the road. You don't have to rely on those fingerprint collecting touchscreens to manage the environmental, entertainment, and navigation controls. And did we mention the new BMW is also smart and beautiful? The designers have managed to maintain the DNA of the classic 3 Series without letting it get stale or seem outdated in the luxury segment. The base price for the 2017 BMW 330e sedan is $44,100. Options on our test car included a heated steering wheel, heated front and rear seats, a rear view camera with park distance control, adaptive LED lights with automatic high beams, Comfort Access keyless entry, which I would highly recommend to anyone buying a new car today. Just because your car has a push-button start doesn't mean the doors unlock automatically when you touch the handle. On some cars you have to pay extra for that, but it's certainly worth not having to fumble in your purse or pockets to find the fob to press the unlock button. You'll thank me for pointing this out on a snowy street or late at night in a dark parking lot. Our total price as tested for the 2017 BMW 330e is $57,330. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube and follow me on Twitter @GrantWinter. For Real World Test Drive, I'm Grant Winter reporting.